Hey crafty friends, welcome to Project Life February for 2022. This month we are going to use canvas, we are going to do some stitching, and we're going to add a couple of digital embellishments which are turned into paper pieces. I also have some scraps of paper left to create my chipboard, and I have a double 9x12 spread as well as an insert which I cut down from an older Stampin' Up! Pocket page. So let's dive right in. Okay, first off, I'm starting with that right bottom photo, and I'm creating a hinge so that I can add 3 photos in total to that one pocket. So I'm creating a flip up here. We went to Potsdam Park Sanssouci, that's French, right? And we took a walk there. It was cold, but it was a sunny day. It was just really, really nice. And the day after, we all got sick, so how fun is that? So I tried printing on canvas for the first time. I bought this canvas via Amazon. I'm checking here if I can use dies to cut out the circle pieces, but no, I don't have the right size, so I had to cut it by hand. I'm not sure if I'm liking the yellow kind of touch of the canvas, so I will try and find if see if I can find canvas that's more white. Right, for this black piece that I just cut out, the right here, it's no big deal, but I don't know, I'm not sure. I absolutely love the result, definitely, and I'm happy with my pages, but I'm not so sure about the yellowish canvas. So what did I do this month? I created these journal cards from one of the journal cards from the Stories by the Month kit for February. I recolored the bottom using the colors from the kit. I have a tutorial for that. It's down in the description box. And then I bought, after buying my first physical stamps from Everyday Explorer last month, I went to her shop and bought some digital stamps to use on the canvas. And I'm just, as you just saw, just cut it into little like banners, and then got my sewing machine out to sew it on to the top of each journal card. And while I was at my sewing machine, I decided to do the rest of the stitching as well, so that I was done with it. So even for the insert, which you can't really see right now because I'm going to work on that later, but I just decided to include the parts there as well. Again, this is another journal card for the insert. The insert this time is definitely has a different orientation. Like usually my photos are, my 4x6 photos are horizontal, and my 3x4 photos are 4x6 are vertical photos. Right? Right. So, as you will see in a little bit, I switched things up for my insert. Man, I wish I would be able to cut this fast in real time. Wouldn't that be fun? So, working on the embellishments here, I cut up, no, I didn't cut out, I printed out a couple of pieces from the Stories by the Month kit, and I'm making my own chipboard again by layering 3 pieces of my cardstock on top of each other, so I have a nice and thick chipboard piece created by myself. Yeah, just love how this is working out. So, and again, I'm using scrap paper here that is left over from my printing process, and the chipboard, the monthly highlights, yeah, that I'm cutting out right now is, I also have a tutorial for that one, also linked below. And I'm just loving how everything's coming together. With this one, I started cutting it, and I think it was the first cut, and I cut into the lines of the label, and then I just decided, nah, I can't be bothered to fuzzy cut this right now. So I just turned it into a rectangular shape, and then got you know, the thing there, what's it called, I can't remember, to round the corners of it, so it looks so much better now. And then I'm cutting out this rectangular piece that turns out I'm not using later, and it was rectangular, and I just you know, rounded the corners on the opposite sides, so I think that's a really fun shape as well. So, and for this, oh, I know the name of that tool, that's the Crop-A-Dile. I used the hole punch to you know, to cut off, to punch out the edges there. So putting the embellishments down, and whenever I want to staple something and I can't staple it because there's something behind it, I just staple the piece directly, or before I'm adhering it down, so that makes it so much easier. And you know, if you just want the effect of having a staple on your embellishments, you can just, you know, staple beforehand. And there's Kitty Cat again. So I'm going over to my sewing machine in between while I'm adding more things. Here I'm adhering down the hearts so that I can sew them onto the photo, and then I realized, well, Janine, you have a photo on the back, so I had to take it off. But it was easy to just take the photo off and then adhere it back together. So here we are, at the insert. As you can see, I have 4x6 vertical photos. I always mess it up, and I decided to, you know, do it differently this month with this insert. So the journal cards are, like, the orientation has changed from 3x4 to 4x3, right? So I had to adjust that in Photoshop, and that's also in the tutorial below. And I decided, because with these page protectors, you slide in photos and journal cards from the inside. Like with Allie's, there you go. You see, it's from the inside and not from the top. Yeah, which is kind of fun because it allows me to add a flip out, a different kind of flip out. Yeah. So we are almost at the end here. I'm putting everything in the pockets, and then we are going to take a look at the pages here. So did anything special happen in February? Definitely the hard things that we're going to look at in a minute is going to be my fear of dentists, and oh boy, I'm going to have I will have a lot of visits to the dentist this year, I can tell you that, and I'm so scared. I just want to, you know, knock myself out and then just get everything done. I have Crohn's disease, so every 8 weeks I have to get an infusion so that's fun too. Not really, but I'm okay. You know, I could do much worse with Crohn's disease. Then, yeah, my son had had 2 positive home tests, so we went testing and it was negative, so no corona for us. We were all sick, but no corona, just normal flu, I guess. And it was also my birthday in February. I turned, when my students say I look like 32, but unfortunately I turned 41. No, I'm okay with it. Since turning 40 last year, I'm absolutely fine with my age. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was February. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye bye.